Hello and welcome to a unboxing and first impressions on this fragrance by Etat Libre, Above the Waves, which came out in 2025. This fragrance, when I saw it, I was immediately intrigued because it is inspired by Taiwan, and I spent a lot of time in Taiwan. Taiwan is a place that's very near and dear to my heart. It's a very beautiful place, beautiful people, and I really love it. So when I heard that this was a region exclusive for a shop in Taiwan, I think, a perfumery shop, I was kind of dismayed. I was kind of, oh, how am I gonna get my hands on this? Sorry that I'm struggling here. But I found out later that this was slated for a global release soon after, and now it's here. And it's starting to hit the discounters, which lots of those Etat Libre do eventually. And now I have my hands on a bottle of it. So, first of all, I really like those colors. They are definitely inspired by the flag of Taiwan. So red, white, and blue, which also match the French flag, coincidentally. This is a classic bottle by Etat Libre. There's a nice little bit of like a golden shiny accent to the sticker. It's always on this corner. And yeah, same cap, similar presentation as always. Let's give this one a smell real quick because I don't want to keep you waiting for too long. Prime the spray. Etat Libre has surprisingly nice sprays. They're essentially pressurized, even though maybe not quite as pressurized as the Musk Milano sprayers, but still very nice. And I can already smell it. This is a fresh one. Oh yes, lots of citrus, but like really juicy citrus. This is really sweet and juicy in the top. I'm thinking mandarin orange, tangerines. It's not syrupy sweet because it has enough of that tartness, that kind of oily thing. Maybe some bergamot in here as well. It's very fragrant. Of course, the fragrance is fragrant. You shock and horror. The fragrance is fragrant. There we go. I always, I wing it, right? Let's keep going. So really, really juicy, citrusy opening. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. There's some spice now coming through. It's just like hints of spices. Maybe some cardamom, maybe some pepper. But it's so clean, and the citrus is still lasting. There could be some white florals in here with the citrus, maybe something magnolia-esque, something neroli or orange blossomy. It's super smooth, super happy. It kind of gives me a little bit of that spa feeling that some of those brighter, fluffier scents do, right? There's definitely some musks in here doing some of that textural and cleanliness thing. But there's lots of spices coming through, and there's actually a slight hint of something smoky as well. And clean woods, but in a pleasant way. And the citruses are just still with me at this point. So the spices here, like I said, I'm thinking pepper, I'm thinking cardamom, I'm thinking maybe some hints of like nutmeg, but not a lot. Maybe something gingery, something fizzy. There's this very, very slightly, this oily bitter thing, this like, that you get from some citruses, you get from some spices. But the citruses in the top are sweet enough that it's balanced. So it really keeps this from going overly syrupy. This doesn't feel as thick. Yeah, there's this, it's slightly getting more earthy and tart now, which I'm really connecting with something like grapefruit or ginger. And these woods are coming through. So it's like just clean, cedary type of woods. Let's have a look at the notes at this point. So 2025, perfumer is Mathieu Nardin by Man. So Man is a big fragrance house. And the notes are top notes of bergamot, cardamom, and frankincense. Oh, there we go. Cardamom, I did pick up. Bergamot, I did pick up. I think it's more juicy though. I think there's some sweeter mandarin orange thing. And frankincense. Frankincense, yes, it gives this slightly... It's a very nice quality of frankincense, I would pose, because this has frankincense, when it's really high quality, it can have this citrusy notes, but it can also have this peppery facet. And this is like a very clean frankincense. It's citrusy and peppery to my nose. And then hard notes of Ceylon tea, mate. So mate again is a tea from South America, which has smoky facets. And rose. Rose is that thing that gives me this slight tartness. So this is like a tart rose and slight grapefruity notes, because rose and grapefruit, I get a connection there. I think in Guerlain's Pampelune, rose was used really to aid the grapefruit effect. And then base notes of cedar, tonka bean, and vetiver. And musks. I'm sure there's musks in here. I feel like I can smell musks, white musks. It's super pleasant. And this tea note does exist. Maybe it comes out more eventually, but I'm really mostly focused on these really nice citruses and spices here. So it's a very, very citrusy, spicy fragrance with just enough sweetness. It's a very pleasant fragrance, very easy, not complicated. Lots of people, when they hear Etat Libre, they think, oh, this is the house that made that one fragrance, the one by Antoine Lee, and they think, oh, everything is gonna be crazy by them. This one is probably up there with you or someone like you as one of those easy to wear fragrances. Yeah, this tartness, this grapefruity thing is coming out more and more. And the cedar here is actually a very creamy cedar. So the tonka and the cedar here both provide some creaminess to this. Yeah, it's very nice. It's very nice. And there is this tea note, but it's more part of the whole picture. It's not very much in the foreground. So if you're looking for a very strong tea note, this might not be the best fragrance for you. Or maybe you get more tea than I do, because I get a lot of tea from L'Artisan's T42, and some people don't get tea from L'Artisan's T42. But yeah, this feels more, it has more of a dewy, steamy nose feel than maybe dry tea leaves do. This is not as spicy or dry as T42 is. This is kind of more creamy, a little bit, yeah, like I said, this kind of steam coming off the cup, and the tea might be spiced, it might be slightly sweetened. It's not just straight up tea, but it's very pretty. This is a very pretty fragrance. It kind of makes you want to wear it, especially when the temperatures are coming up, which makes sense for Taiwan. Taiwan, most of the year, is very, very hot and humid. And this fragrance, I think, will do really well in that climate. So within the context, it really makes sense the way it's built, with this heavy focus on citrus and sort of cleanliness and sort of very light hints of sweetness, so not overly sweetened. It's just nice. It's just pleasant. It doesn't knock my socks off, to be quite honest. It smells well done. It smells nice. It smells wearable. It smells pleasant. It smells like a good way to maybe get someone into niche, especially if they like citruses and slightly spicy fragrances. It smells modern, but it doesn't smell overly cliche. It doesn't smell overly sweet. It doesn't smell overly ambroxany, which lots of those citrus fragrances, they go too much into that ambroxan direction. For example, like those L'Immensité, Tiger, all of those. This does not do that overly ambroxany thing, which I'm very grateful for, and which really helps make me like this fragrance a lot. And there's enough of that spiciness, and actually there's some more complexity coming through, and this rose and sort of smoky tea thing is really enjoyable in this mid, and I'm really, really curious to see how this does on skin. All right, this is gonna do it for my first impressions on Etat Libre's Above the Waves. Check this one out if you can. I think you will enjoy it if you like that sort of citrusy, nice, fresh thing that I described. And yeah, we will see each other in the next video. Until then, be safe, be kind to yourself and other people. Take care. Bye-bye.